Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you have a good 2021. China prospered during the Middle Ages, while many other civilizations went through periods of decline. China saw growth and prosperity under the Song and Tang Dynasties. This video focuses on 5 key areas. These include the Song Dynasty, Chinese agriculture, Chinese commerce, Chinese transportation, and Chinese urbanization. Prosperity increased in China under the Song Dynasty. The Song period was from 618 to 1279 CE. Changes in agriculture, brought about by new inventions and farming techniques, increased the population. Trade and commerce also increased in Chinese cities with a population boom and the introduction of new goods and services. Topic number 2 is Chinese agriculture. Rice was the main crop for China, and it grew best in the southern part of the country. In the 11th century, a new variety of rice called champa rice was introduced to China from Vietnam. It was more resistant in times of drought and could be harvested in 2 months instead of 5. Improvements in farming tools also helped. The Chinese improved the plow and the harrow. The harrow was a tool to flatten plowed ground. Another invention that helped was the chain pump, which used buckets attached to a loop of chain to irrigate fields. Third on the list is Chinese commerce. As people became wealthier, traders supplied luxury goods to people in the cities. During the Tang Dynasty, emperors eased business restrictions, making it easier to trade. Soon merchants were selling Chinese products such as jade silk, tea, and porcelain to faraway lands such as India and Arabia. Chinese artisans made goods to meet the demand of wealthy landowners and other civilizations' desire for Chinese products. Next on the list, we have Chinese transportation. The Chinese used large sailing vessels called junks to transport goods to other lands such as Korea and Japan. The sails of these ships were made of bamboo matting, and they could hold several hundred men if needed. A vast network of rivers and canals connected Chinese cities. The most famous of these water features was the Grand Canal. It was easier to ship goods by water rather than by land on barges because they could go further than a cart each day. And last on the list, we have Chinese urbanization. The definition for urbanization is the growth of cities. Basically, it's when people go from the countryside to urban centers. Chinese cities became the largest in the world. Cities like Hangzhou had perhaps 2 million people, while European cities of that period had only 50,000 people. Cities grew because of business opportunities and because there was more to do in a city than in the countryside on a farm. Urbanization stimulated culture, provided artists an audience of wealthy people who wanted their goods and services. So in review of this week's Peppy List, we covered the Song Dynasty, Chinese agriculture, Chinese commerce, Chinese transportation, and Chinese urbanization. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.